Greyhound View this week, we go to Galway, Cork, Newbridge, Lifford and to Thurles for a battle of a different kind. But first, it's to Mullingar for the semi-finals of the Black Hondo Open 550. The excitement is building in the Midlands as Mullingar ran the semi-finals of the Hondo Black Open 550, kindly sponsored by Frightful Flash Kennels.
Well, the runners now in traps for the opening semi-final of the Hondo Black Open 550. They're on the way. In one, Strong Flow. Trap 2 is Lasana Sonic. In 3, Tamna Column. Trap 4, the Reserve, Alamo United. In 5, Alan Pirate. And Trap 6 is Tamna Princess. Here up behind traps. And off they go. Number 3, Tamna Column off to a good start. But number 5 now, Alan Pirate, showing big early pace. Leads into the bend from number 1, Strong Flow, who's forced to check at that point. Back in third, number 6 now. That's Tamna Princess. But around the second bend, down the far side, number 5, Alan Pirate, has gone 5 lengths clear of number 1, Strong Flow. A gap in third to number 6, Tamna Princess. But number 5, Alan Pirate, continues to lead by 5 lengths. Number 1, Strong Flow, checks at that point. A gap in third to number 6, Tamna Princess. But up the home straight, number 5, Alan Pirate, is going to come home alone, running on strongly. Number 2, Lasana Sonic. But number 5, Alan Pirate, wins it. It is close for second spot. And the result of the opening semi-final of the Hondo Black Open 550. Trap 5, Alan Pirate, an impressive winner. Second, number 2, Lasana Sonic. And third, number 3, Tamna Column. The winning time, 31:03.
I thought he ran super. I was a bit afraid that he was drawn too far out, and but he's great early open, and he showed it tonight and got the bend, and half the battle here is getting the bend. So, well, he has to come away. His running is banging out and leading. That's his way of running, and if he doesn't come away, but hopefully he'll come away in the final like that again. After tonight, I wouldn't mind. Don't mind where he's drawn.
On now to the second semi-final of the Hondo Black Open 550. The runners in traps: 1, Tahina Quest. In 2, Mineola Spring. 3 is Castle Lost Girl. In trap 4, the Hone Water. In 5, Rockford Gucci. And trap 6 is Tamna Rebel. The hare coming up behind the boxes. And off they go. Lahone Water off to a good start, but stumbles. Number 6 now, Tamna Rebel, showing on the outside. But here comes number 2, Mineola Spring. He leads around the opening turn. Number 5, Rockford Gucci, slips round in second. In third, number 6, Tamna Rebel. But down the far side, number 2, Mineola Spring, is gone clear of number 5, Rockford Gucci, who's having a good battle with number 6, Tamna Rebel. Closing in fourth is Castle Lost Girl. But out front, number 2, Mineola Spring, is well clear. Further trouble in behind. Number 2, Mineola Spring, is going to win this second semi-final in fine style. Staying on well in second, number 5, Rockford Gucci. It's going to be close for third. The winning time of that one, 30:92. The result of the second semi-final of the Hondo Black Open 550. The winner, number 2, Mineola Spring. Second, number 5, Rockford Gucci. And third, number 6, Tamna Rebel. 30:92, the winning time.
I thought he ran well. He broke out well and led all the way around. If he gets near the inside in the final, he'll run well, and just hoping for the best.
And the trap trophy final of the Hondo Black Open 550, and it has resulted as follows. In 1, Rockford Gucci. Trap 2 is Alan Pirate. In 3, Mineola Spring. 4 is Tamna Column. 5, Lasana Sonic. And completing the lineup in the stripes, Tamna Rebel.
Thurles opened its gates last Friday for a very different reason. They played host to a hurling match in aid of people in need. The local political world took on the media in a bid to relive their youth and raise money. Mal Keaveney spoke to Sandra Peavoy, who's general manager at the track.
We were approached by Lisa Roach and Pat Cooney from the Tipperary Star, who had thought to do some type of event for the telethon. They decided on a hurling match, and seeing the time that we're in, decided to have media versus politicians. There's always been a little bit of a few goings on with the politicians and the media, and it seemed very appropriate for this time of the year.
Kathleen O'Mara, we'll have to stop you there in your tracks.
Yes.
You're the self-appointed captain of the political
Yes,
force.
absolutely.
How are you going to do?
We're going to win like we always do.
You're very dirty, is that true?
Oh, ankles, let me at them. It's why today we get our revenge on those hacks.
Yeah, well, you couldn't trust the politicians to put a wager down with them. It's as simple as that.
How's your full forward going to do tonight?
Well, the fellas is watch for the Greyhound in trap 5.
Media setting up an attack, and it's John Guyton, a little bit of ball juggling really, and Michael Lowry, first piece of action for him, and it's almost half time. Jackie Cahill in possession, high strike, it's going to drop in towards the goal, and it's a goal! The goals are raining in on top of the politicians. I think the goal is going to be allowed. Michael Smith has claimed a three-pointer. No, you retired at half-time. How bad is the injury?
Very, very bad. I got a ferocious belt off the ball. The referee, we're lodging an official complaint to the referee because it's absolute disgrace. Who or how in God's name did Central Council appoint a referee of that nature? It's absolute disgrace. We're talking all the time about referees and the difficulty that there is in people not out playing. I'm finished now, you know what I mean? And my career was only halfway through.
The referee has been dragged to the ground as well. It's becoming very, very dangerous to be involved in this particular tie, but thankfully calm has been restored.
There's some right characters out there, and some right dodgy ones. I said there's none of them either in politics or in the media. Look at the state of them. Well, what's the score? What's the score?
Well, it's all over here in Thurles, a very high-scoring game, and as you can see from the scoreboard behind me, it has finished 6 goals and 54 points to 3 goals and 21 points. As to whether the media or the politicians won, your guess is as good as mine.
There was an electric atmosphere in Galway as a huge crowd turned out to see the conclusion of the XN Checkout Connacht Derby. George McDonough takes us through the runners.
Runners on parade for the XN Checkout Connacht Derby final. In trap 1, Mr. David Miles' Hawkwell Boy. Hawkwell Boy has been shown tremendous early pace in the earlier rounds and stayed on well to be third in the semi-final behind Cahill's Idol. Trap 2 is an absentee, and in trap 3, the first of the 2 Paul Hennessy runners, Ballygarran Ace. This one is unbeaten in the competition and has been shown tremendous track craft. In 4, the second Owen McKenna runner, Serene Impulse. Serene Impulse was very impressive in the opening round and in the semi-final was third behind Ballygarran Ace. In trap 5, we have the 6-4 on favourite Cahill's Idol. A son of Mustang Yank and Florida Time, Cahill's Idol set new figures of 29.76 in the opening round and has remained unbeaten and very impressive throughout this stake. And in trap 6, we have Chucky Our Paw from the Paul Hennessy Yard, a son of Larkill Joe and Lemon Python. Chucky Our Paw has been showing his tremendous stamina in this competition, staying on well in the last 2 rounds to survive to the final stages. And here we have the raging hot favourite Cahill's Idol going towards traps for the final of the XN Checkout Connacht Derby. Away they go, level enough break, well away from 4 is Serene Impulse and will lead towards the first bend. On the outside is Cahill's Idol getting into overdrive into the first bend. Cahill's Idol just about gets round Serene Impulse and leads into the second bend, and out of the second bend in front is Cahill's Idol. From in second place on the outside, Chucky Our Paw. Between these in trap 3 is Ballygarran Ace, and on the inside is the 4 Serene Impulse, but towards the third bend out in front is the odds-on favourite Cahill's Idol, making the best of his way home. From in second place is staying on Chucky Our Paw. In third with Serene Impulse. What's in danger now is the clock as Cahill's Idol goes towards the line. Cahill's Idol going to win the Connacht Derby for 2004. In second place is trap 6 Chucky Our Paw, and in third the 4 Serene Impulse, and a new track record time of 29.75. The results of the XN Checkout Connacht Derby: first trap 5 Cahill's Idol, second trap 6 Chucky Our Paw, and third trap 4 Serene Impulse. The time, a new track record, 29.75.
Delighted, yeah, delighted you're right, everyone. Came out of the traps well, fairly well. He moved lovely to the corner, clipped the dog on the inside. I thought he was in a bit of bother, rode the bump well. He faced the second bend, the length in front, and then I knew he'd win, because he's a very strong running dog. He stays a good strong gallop and it's hard to come from behind him. I know when he built it on the backstretch in 2 or 2.5 clear, he'd be unlucky if he didn't win then. The owners is Grant McIntosh and Aaron Murphy, 2 Scottish boys owning. Delighted for him because they buy good dogs and they deserve a win.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I'm very, very happy. Really happy.
He's run well right through the whole competition. He's run great.
He's broke a track record twice.
So, can't ask any more. So.
And we've been here every night, and to watch him running as good as he's run, we just can't, words fail me.
He's only a baby, so he's still learning. So
right.
Next, the Irish Derbies, that's where we'll be heading next.
All my family's here,
everybody's here,
right? Yeah. Wife, kids, a lot. And we've not messed around. And as the people in Galway will tell you, they've seen us, they've heard us, and will certainly not forget us.
The Barry's T750 is in the semi-final stages with all the quality you would expect to find in a competition of this calibre. So let's see who makes it to the final with Mal Keaveney.
Dogs are in traps now for the opening semi-final of the Barry's T750. 1 Miss Dynamite, 2 Hewlett Snap, 3 Group Champ, Silver What 4, 5 Air Force Honcho and 6 Lemon Rambo. Plenty of support about number 6, that's Lemon Rambo. The traps rise and out very well is Miss Dynamite in the red jacket. Air Force Honcho is well up there as well in the early stages of this marathon race. It's Miss Dynamite that leads now with Air Force Honcho on his outside. They swing the second bend here and into the finishing straight with a full circuit to go. It's Air Force Honcho now and Miss Dynamite, little between them. Group Champ shows in third. Lemon Rambo moves into fourth at this stage, but Miss Dynamite is still there from Air Force Honcho down the back straight for the final time. It's Miss Dynamite and Air Force Honcho close for third behind. Miss Dynamite is on the rails. Air Force Honcho is on the outside. They hit the final bend together. Air Force Honcho and Miss Dynamite up towards the finish. It's going to be desperately close. Air Force Honcho and Miss Dynamite, difficult to separate them at the line. The result of the opening semi-final, it's a win here for Miss Dynamite. Second, Air Force Honcho, and third, Lemon Rambo. The time, 41.64.
I'm absolutely brilliant. I'm over the moon. I can't believe it.
And just held on at the line from Air Force Honcho.
She did, yeah. To be truthful, I think it is short for her, you know, because once I got over the line to the bend, she kicked again and she went, you know, she was first to the pickup. So, but I know she will stay. I mean, she stayed 8.45 at Newbridge. She stayed that strong. So I think this is the minimum. She will stay 7.50.
Dogs loaded for the second semi-final. In 1, it's Property Rebel. 2, Autumn Realm. 3, Lottie's Moped. 4 is Vacant. 5, Bishop's Paddy. And in 6, it's Clooney's Rocket. A lot of money here on the Paul Hennessy runner. That's 1, Property Rebel. Traps rise and Property Rebel is out poorly enough, and it's Autumn Realm now that leads from that opening bend from Property Rebel. That's the 1-2. Lottie's Moped is 3. They hit the second bend and into the finishing straight for the first time. It's Autumn Realm now from Property Rebel, and they're well clear of Clooney's Rocket in this 5-dog event. It's Autumn Realm now beginning to open up a gap from Property Rebel by 2 lengths. He leads down the back straight. Still third, it's Clooney's Rocket. Autumn Realm is holding on from Property Rebel. Closing in though is Property Rebel between the closing 2 turns. Autumn Realm and Property Rebel, they hit the final bend. It's Autumn Realm and Property Rebel is there as well, but Autumn Realm is going to score. Property Rebel is second. Confirmation of the result from the second semi-final. It's a win here for Autumn Realm, second Property Rebel and third Clooney's Rock. At the time, 41.73.
He ran a great race tonight. We're lucky he got inside, so we're looking forward to the final.
It's the third and final semi-final of the Barry's T750. 3 dogs in 1, Jordan's Elect. 2 absent, 3 absent, 4 Dog Almighty, 5 Born Flyer and 6 also absent. 2 of the 3 runners will qualify for next weekend's final. They're away, bouncing away very smartly is Born Flyer. Jordan's Elect is well there too. Behind them is Dog Almighty. It's close between the 3 as they hit the second bend and into this finishing straight with a full circuit ahead of them. Born Flyer now with the lead. In second, Dog Almighty. On they go. Jordan's Elect has suddenly taken it up at that third bend. Jordan's Elect from Dog Almighty. That's the 1-2, followed by Born Flower. Jordan's Elect, the big fancy from an early stage in this stake, doing well. The second bend from home, it's Jordan's Elect, that's clear. Dog Almighty is second, Born Flower is back in third. They come to the final bend and it's Jordan's Elect that's going to score. Dog Almighty putting in a challenge, but it's a win for Jordan's Elect, second Dog Almighty. The win so for Jordan's Elect in a time of 41.81. Second, Dog Almighty, and third, Born Flyer.
Yeah, I'm very happy. He ran well. It's a tough race. 2 good dogs in against him. He showed good pace. He stayed in front. Very honest dog. Kept up a good strong gallop. The track was going back a little bit after each round. But all in all, it was a good race and we're very happy to win the final.
Broadcaster Trevor Welch was on hand to perform the trap draw for the Barry's T750 final of 2004. In 1, Jordan's Elect. 2, Miss Dynamite. In 3, we have Dog Almighty. 4, Air Force Honcho. 5, Property Rebel. And 6, Autumn Realm.
Newbridge held an MD betting all sponsored night on Saturday. It was the idea of Dar Fitzpatrick. who suggested that instead of one race, they'd do a number of smaller sweepstakes to accommodate a wider range of dogs. Here's Michael Fortune.
It was a big night at Newbridge, some fine racing and a very large crowd, and among them some very familiar faces. Niall Quinn for one. He was one of the owners of Silky Brindle, running from Trap 4 in the MD betting Rathcoole 525, where we see she's away reasonably well. And then off the last bend, Silky Brindle going on to win by a length and a half in 29.05. A promising effort for this bitch, trained by Paul Hennessy.
Oh, it was great. 4-1 winner, ideal. Niall myself cleaned all the bookies out. MD racing is skint now.
What's your own involvement with the dog then?
I came in with Stuart and Odrin. Paul Hennessy got me involved, and it's brilliant. It's great, and it's a great thrill when you win. You know, and she seems that she'll improve as well, so it's great.
So a good celebration night tonight.
We'll have one or two anyway.
Yeah, we will. Now, at long last, I'm Paul.
The big race of the night at Newbridge was the MD Betting Newbridge Open 550. Top class lineup. In 1, Phoenix Ice. 2, Bygore. 3, Munching Mike. In 4, The Burglar. 5, Kilford Kilkenny. And 6, the hot favourite, the new star, Enchanting Hero. Here now behind the traps, away to go. The favourite's not away too well, and it's number 3 leading up. That's Munching Mike leading to the bend, tightly grouped in behind, but it's number 3. Munching Mike leads into the far side. Now number 1, that's Phoenix Ice getting a run on the inside, but down the far side it's still number 3, Munching Mike, the Burglar. Now a big danger in number 4, and 6, Enchanting Hero, coming with a big run into the third bend. But at this point it's going on. The Burglar, number 4, leading at this stage from Phoenix Ice in second, and turning for home. The Burglar in front. Enchanting Hero is not going to be collecting this time, as the Burglar wins it from 1, Phoenix Ice, and Enchanting Hero in third. The winner number 4, the Burglar, owned by the Burglar Syndicate. Second, number 1, Phoenix Ice, and third, number 6, Enchanting Hero. The time 30:15.
So we decided in the last sort of 12 to 15 months to get involved with a few dogs down with Paul Hennessy. We had Jewel Nikita, who won the champion plate last year, and the Burglar's our second dog, and it's been successful so far, touch wood.
We were depending on the dog breaking out well. We were happy enough going to the first bend. Got around in about third place. He's a strong runner down the back, so took it up coming around the second last bend. It's pretty much plain sailing from there on in.
We didn't really expect to win tonight, as we said. Trap 6, very strong dog, went off 1-3 favourite. We went off at 7-1, so we were hoping for a big run. We won the semi-final well, so we'll have to sit down with Paul now and see. He's improved immensely over the last few weeks, and he seems to be improving at a rate of knots. So we'll have to sit down and maybe look upwards rather than downwards from here on in, you know.
We spoke to David Giles, who's the proud owner of Enchanting Hero, who ran a time of 28:31 at Shelford Park on the night of the Ladbroke 600.
Oh, many years ago I got involved with a syndicate, guy called Pat Ernie, and we had a dog called Mullingar. So funny enough, we came to this racetrack here, and the dog won a final. He was trained by a guy called Johnny Haynes. Now I approached Borden and Gun, and they bought me this dog here, Enchanting Hero. Lovely dog, lovely trainer, and they were very, very good at what they did, very professional. Both of them, Peter Franklin, and he done everything that I have ever asked him to do, and been very supportive, and I'm very pleased, and I can't argue with the result. Hopefully tonight was a little bit disappointing, but maybe the next time he runs he'll probably win.
The semi-finals of the 2004 Lifford Champion Stakes were run on Sunday night to a packed stadium.
1 is Farlow Bond. In 2, Friedel Save. In Trap 3, Never Give Up. In 5, Glencorbury Park. And in Trap 6, the hot favourite, Geldrop's Touch. And away they go. Number 5, Glencorbury Park, off to a good start. Geldrop's Touch missed the break, but showing good early pace to slip round in second spot with number 1, Farlow Bond. But out front, number 5, Glencorbury Park. Here comes number 6, that's Geldrop's Touch, showing that traditional back straight burst of his. Down into the third bend, Geldrop's Touch leads by a neck with number 5 now, Glencorbury Park, coming back at him. Glencorbury Park and Geldrop's Touch, neck and neck. Back in third, number 3, Never Give Up, showing big pace. But out front, Glencorbury Park rails tightly up the home straight. Glencorbury Park and Geldrop's Touch, Never Give Up, coming to the line. Desperately close between Glencorbury Park and Geldrop's Touch. In third, number 3, Never Give Up, 29.03, the winning time. In what was a thriller, Geldrop's Touch getting up in the final stride to beat number 5, Glencorbury Park. In third, number 3, Never Give Up, the winning time, 29.03.
The dog ran great, and actually the time wasn't that fast tonight, but he did a great race, and he had a lot of work to do. Because Trap 5 did also a great race, and I had to pass him after the second bend. So he had to make a big effort, and he did it great.
On now to the second semi-final of this Lifford Champion Stakes. In 1, Bucky Burglar. Trap 2 is Slim Boy. In 3, Dynasty Beauty. In 4, Under the Cosh. 5 is Lethal Honcho. And 6, High King Closure. The joint favourites, Bucky Burglar and Under the Cosh, and away they go. Number 2, Slim Boy. Off passes, as is number 3, Dynasty Beauty. But around the corner, it's Slim Boy that leads. Now Dynasty Beauty slipping through in second. Back in third, number 1, Bucky Burglar. One of the joint favourites. Bit of barging in behind. Number 2, now Slim Boy continues to lead into the third bend. Number 3, though, Dynasty Beauty is closing. Here comes number 4, Under the Cosh with a powerful surge, but out front, number 2, Slim Boy. Under the Cosh was forced to check at the third bend. Instead, number 2, Slim Boy leads around the final turn, up the home straight. It's Slim Boy, goes on to land the spoils. Second, number 3, Dynasty Beauty, and running on in third, number 6, High King Closure. And the result of the second semi-final, trap number 2, Slim Boy, an impressive winner. Second, number 3, Dynasty Beauty, and third, number 6, High King Closure. 29:11 was the winning time. The trap draw for the final of the Champion Stakes was made by Lifford General Manager Kim Sanzone and has resulted as follows. In trap 1, Slim Boy. In 2, Never Give Up. Trap 3 is Dynasty Beauty. In 4, Geldrop's Touch. 5 is Glencorbury Park. And trap 6, High King Closure.
Feeling good about the race. He ran very well. He broke well. He got touched to the corner. He slipped on instead in front. And he's in 1 box in the final, which is a bit of a disadvantage in Lifford. But it's nice to be in the final in 1. The favourite will be 4 in the final, 1 McKenna's dog. I ran very well tonight, and it was a good race, and that's the way I think the final will work out. And everything about the track, the stadium was perfect.
Obviously some of the heats tonight, the first heat particularly, was very, very close. So we're hoping for a very exciting final. I'm sure it will be, some great trainers taking part. We're hoping to have a bumper crowd. It is our first major event of the year, so we're hoping to have our best crowd of the year, and obviously being a bank holiday weekend, we would expect a good turnout, especially if the weather's as good as it is now.
Time now to look ahead to the fixtures. In Mullingar on Thursday, it's the final of the Hondo Black Open 550, and in Enniscorthy, it's the final of the Simon Kavanagh Memorial Stake. On to Friday in Harold's Cross, it's the final of the Vodafone Harold's Cross Puppy Stake and the Cool Performance Puppy Stake. In Kilkenny, the semi-finals of the Red Mills Champion Unraced, and in Tralee, the semi-finals of the Lee Strand 550. On to Saturday, and in Shelburne Park, it's the second round of the Olympic B Puppy Oaks. Waterford hosts the semi-finals of the Red Mills Guineas. The Barry's T750 final takes place in Cork, and the first round of the Macroom Motors Service Stake. It's also the semi-finals of the William Hill Derby in Wimbledon. And on Sunday, it's the final of the 2004 Lifford Champion Stake. For quick and concise information on Greyhound form, upcoming fixtures and a multitude of data, visit the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie. Next week, we're in Mullingar for the finals of the Hondo Black Open 550, the Barry's T750 from Cork, the Vodafone Harold's Cross Oaks, and to Lifford for the final of the Champion Stakes. And we also bring you up to date with the William Hill Derby.